minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Simmons. Finds his man down the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Grabs it in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
On third down, here's Hardy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting in that.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third is short, I understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Running inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. The 20. Inside. Touchdown Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
How about him? Nice nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker, turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right.
Makes a grab and room to run. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Here's a give to Hardy. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Here's Simmons to throw. He's got him in the flat. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Find a hole in that second. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And we were really watching this defensive unit coming into the game and breaking them down, and we started to stare immediately at this defensive line because they get in the backfield throughout the season so far, making plays, getting to the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week, and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Rebels offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end.
And Reese, the fun thing about this tight end matchup, man, they've been here. They've been there, done that. Like, these guys have experience. They're seniors. They're so elite. They're looking for that next level, and they're going to go to the NFL. But we got the treat, man, to watch this duel, to see maybe who the best tight end Jesse is in all of college football.
Yeah, and David, because they have that experience, you know these quarterbacks trust these guys. When they're big down in distances, big moments, key situations in this game, these quarterbacks are going to be looking for their big fella to make a big play down the field. I can't wait to watch this thing go down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge this.
Caught, and he's got room. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Grabbed in the middle. It's hot. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Gets the back moving. Might have a chance. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. To the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Snags it quickly on the left. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Simmons. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He might want another play. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the shuffle. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. We've come to the end of the period and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it still on his feet. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He caught it.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up in a...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Runs through a man. He might have space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him too. You're right, there's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambers?
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Running the red zone. It's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback Keaton stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
Makes the grab in their headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Rebels. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Simmons on play action. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Simmons to the air again. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, give to Hardy. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads it left. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
All right, Holly. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Looking for a big gain. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quick release on the RPO. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The run inside. It's Hardy.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. The 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. The give to Hardy. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. Thrown into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. From the gun, give to Hardy.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's Hardy. Got a little grass. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Has it! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll run it with Hardy. Touchdown, Tigers! They are lighting up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten paid earned in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Makes the grab on the left.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's Simmons to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Simmons got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The give to Hardy. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tight quarter Tigers deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
Man, what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they were on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense is ready to go to work. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Now on first down from the 40. Running inside, it's Hardy. There's a crease. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. One more time, it's Hardy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I am an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, second half, if I can tie the football game, a fourth down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal on this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Now on second down. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Throwing Simmons. Good timing on the quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Simmons on the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. There he goes. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
3rd and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rebels. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Rebels. They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime. Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. They'll run the option. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's Simmons to throw. It's complete. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running.
He's trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. From the gun on third down, Simmons. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Fourth down, Simmons. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Simmons. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country.
And Reese, the fun thing about this tight end matchup, man, they've been here. They've been there, done that. Like, these guys have experience. They're seniors. They're so elite. They're looking for that next level, and they're going to go to the NFL. But we got the treat, man, to watch this duel, to see maybe who the best tight end Jesse is in all of college football.
Yeah, he's going to go for a big one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Lacy. Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason move. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. They go play action with Simmons. Finds his target down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Lacy. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Gets it out fast. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rebels in the hurry up. Trying play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open,
and the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This is a team that was living dangerously a week ago. They got sacked 4 times in that game, and still somehow they were able to win. I don't know if that trend can continue here. You can't allow so many negative plays, and a lot of that's on the offensive line, but a lot of that's on the quarterback, too. He's just got to have a clock go off in his head, throw this football away. That time, he takes a sack. It's the first of the game. Hopefully for this offense, it's the last.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back. Deep shot for the end zone. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse's, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Austin Simmons firing again. They get to him as he throws. Found a seam. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to Hardy. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Simmons to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good at zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Here's a give to Hardy. Finding some room. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Haas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The short hands. It's Hardy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Missouri gets to the line quickly. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Simmons. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. Rebels ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rebel. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return.